Good evening, everybody. Just going to wait and see who's going to be coming online tonight. But just while I'm waiting, welcome everybody to week 6 of our countdown to Christmas. Hope everybody's Christmas prep is going well. So if you are online and you're watching, please give us a thumbs up and then comment and just let us know that you're there. Then we can obviously give you a shout out as well. So this week we're going to be talking about, well, we're halfway through for a start already, week 6. This week we're going to be just talking about a few other things. Again, there's not a lot to do this week, but as you do, hi Callum! As I said from the start, as you build up everything week by week, you've just obviously got a little bit to do. So my first tip something that you should be doing now is to get your hair appointments, your nail appointments, any salon appointments, anything like that. Get them all booked in now. I'm just going to reposition the camera a little bit because that's better. Yeah, I would say now's the time. You know what you need doing before Christmas. You don't want to end up leaving it last minute because everybody wants to get their nails done, their hair done, their makeup done, for anything that you're going to go and be doing over Christmas, and you don't want to be left disappointed and have to go somewhere else or having a rush and just being stressed out, because that's the whole point of this, isn't it? To be stress-free for Christmas. Are you all right, Callum? What have you been up to since rehearsal? Me and Callum are both doing the Addams Family Whitney Baby House. Have vlogged about that a little bit already. Callum is playing Pugsley. Yes, that's the first thing I would say is I've been caught out in the past with hair appointments and things and having to rush around. And that's just the last thing you want. You want to be looking your best, feeling your best, and again, stress-free. So make sure that you do get those appointments booked in now. Just count through the weeks, work out when you're going to be doing what. You know, in terms of you have nights out with work, you might have Christmas meals, things like that. Just make sure you're all sorted in terms of whatever you need to do. Callum, you've just been learning your monologues. Ooh, sounds interesting. What are your monologues for? Let me know. The second thing I would say is, you know, obviously all the wrapping paper now is in the shops. You know, if you are going to be doing a theme or anything like that, you know, now is the time to be going. If you haven't got your paper and your bows and your sellotape, your tags, or your stickers, because I don't really do tags, you want to be going to get them now. You know, and if you haven't wrapped those presents that you have already bought, get them wrapped, and then you can keep wrapping as you go from now, so that it's not going to be such a rush as we get near the time. Because at the end of the day, we've got this week, we've basically got what, a week and a half left of October, and then we're into November. You know, and then you can say from November, you can say, well, it's Christmas next month. You know, and that's the time. I think October for me always seems to fly over, and then before you know it, you're straight in there in November, and then the stress can start building. So if you haven't got the wrapping paper, get it now and start wrapping any presents that you haven't or that you have already bought. In terms of where to go for your paper, the pound shop's good, you know, Wilko's. But if you are going to be getting something in the pound shop, my hint, not just for Christmas wrapping paper and things like that, my tip would be to always go to B&M's and Home Bargains as well, because although the pound shop might be cheap because you're getting something for £1, it's not always the cheapest. We found in the past. So I would always try Home Bargains, B&M's and Wilko's for those sorts of little things that you might possibly get a little bit cheaper, because all those little savings do add up. And also, a lot of people don't really like wrapping. Don't be afraid to put things in gift bags. You know what I mean? You can get lovely little cute little bags now, right up to really big bags. You know, if you've got something that's really awkward to wrap, don't give yourself a hard time about it. You know, don't think, oh, goodness me, how am I going to wrap this? Just buy a gift bag big enough to put it in. Excuse me. If you think it might be going to stick out the top of the bag, you can get loads of coloured tissue paper and everything, and just put that coming out of the bag. You know, tuck it down the sides, maybe a little touch of sellotape on the top, and then it's done. You haven't got to worry about it. Just keep it stress-free, okay? So if it can't be wrapped or you don't think you can wrap it well enough, just get a gift bag. That would be my tip. Right, now, there's a massive, massive trend over the past few years for matching outfits, in particular pyjamas. There's been a massive, massive rise in the amount of families, including ourselves, that like to go out for the Christmas matching Christmas pyjamas, you know, for Christmas Eve and things like that. A lot of people like to order them online as well. And some of these companies do often take a while for them to deliver. So going to be wanting Christmas jammies for mum, dad, kids, grandma, granddad, the sister, your dog, and the goldfish. Get online and get them ordered now. I mean, if it's not online, if it's in the shops or whatever, get them as soon as you can. If you see them and you think, oh, they're quite nice, I'll have a think about it. Just get them, because you can obviously always return them if you don't like them. Or if you change your mind, you find something else. So just, yeah, don't hang around. It's, you know, you can always return things or exchange things, you know. So if you see it and you like it, you know, get it. So the Christmas jumper I've got on this week is more like a Fair Isle pattern we've gone for. I did nearly wear one that I'd wore the last time, and then Danny Flamingo said, get the box out from under the bed and get a new one out. So I did. There's another one. This was a Primark special last year. This was about £8. And I do class it as a Christmas jumper with a little Fair Isle pattern on it there. Sort of snowflakes coming across. Yeah, but it wasn't very expensive. But there are loads of them coming in the shops everywhere now. If you see one, you like it, buy it. You can always change your mind. You've normally got like 28 days to return things. I think some shops maybe do have maybe just an exchange policy rather than a returns, which you can always double check with the shop when you're going to buy it, in case you think sort of like, oh, I might get it, I might not. Just buy it and, you know, find out the till to say what's your returns policy. Easy as that. So that's really all that I'm focusing on this week for us. I'm going to be looking into our Christmas PJs. Last year, we got all red tartan Christmas PJs, and we just got them from Home Bargains. And excuse me, they did this. They survived Christmas. One pair did end up getting a rip in the bum. It wasn't mine. I'm not saying any more than that. But I think it was because they were getting a little bit tight. But they were all right in terms of quality and things. But I don't know what we're going to get. We're going to get something different this year. Freddie's still got hers. I think Madeline's starting to outgrow hers. And I accidentally shrunk mine in the tumble dryer. So we will definitely be getting some new ones. And then my mum will be staying as well for Christmas this year. So we always get a pair for my mum as well. So that's obviously something to watch out for. I've changed the lights behind me. I've now got them going down. To be honest, we've been quite busy today. Me and Callum, I've had a rehearsal. Bless him, he's had to stay longer than I did. Then I've been out for some food. We've been to a Chinese all-you-can-eat buffet, so I was pretty stuffed earlier. Then I've came back, sleep on the sofa, and watched a little bit of the Disney's Aladdin. And then came through here and thought I'm going to change my lights. So I do want to add something else. I don't know if I could put some maybe like material over the top, so just get the light shining through a little bit. I would like to get maybe like a Christmas tree or something just in here, maybe a small one. If I could get a little table, I've got a little Christmas tree that will go on. So for next week, we'll add something else in, I promise. Okay, and if I don't, call me out on it. Okay. Callum, for off-you performing arts. Oh, very good. Callum, I hope you're learning your monologues and it's going well. But you don't stop, do you? What's everybody else doing? Because I can see that we've got 7 people on watching. So give us a thumbs up, comment, and let us know what you're up to. Are you following the Christmas plan? Are you getting into it? Are you behind? Do you feel a bit behind? Are you well ahead? Are you finished your shopping? Comment and let me know how you're getting on. It'd be really nice to know. If this is the first time you're joining us on one of our lives, or indeed the first video for the Flamingo family, welcome. Hello. It's very nice to have you here. The other 5 videos are available to watch. They are in a playlist for Christmas, and then you'll also find them dotted in with the normal videos. But we always go out on a Sunday night, sometime around about 7 o'clock, which just depends really on YouTube, because sometimes it takes a bit longer to get online. For some reason, but today it was quite good, quite quick. I'm obviously well aware of the fact that now Doctor Who started up again, and people are probably watching Doctor Who as well. So the good thing is that I know there might be not a lot of people watching the live of this, but I know later on, obviously, there'll be more people coming on. I'm going to have to do something about the light in here because it's really, really not very good. Yeah, I'm going to have to sort something for next week. I have got a light ring on my Christmas list, just to increase the amount of light, but I don't know whether it's just that big light shining down. So I might have to look into that during the week. So I'm just having a little drink of my tea there. Yeah, so pretty easy in terms. I'm still a little bit behind on one of my jobs for Christmas. I'll let you know. I haven't been through Freddie's toys yet. I've been through a few and taken some out. Excuse me. But I haven't finished yet. And the same in Madeline's room. She's got some onesies that she put on and like the halfway up her legs from last year. Like Madeline's had a massive, massive growth spurt. So I do need to go through those. But I know it'll come. It's on my list, and that's the thing with the plan is that you might dip in and dip out. You might join during week 5, so you're still sort of catching up from things, but still keeping up from week 5 onwards or whatever. Hi, Oscar. Thank you for coming on to join us. Give us a thumbs up. Yeah, so wherever you are on the plan, you can obviously watch the videos, and because it's split over the 12 weeks, it's just a little couple of things to do each week, and you build up to Christmas. How old am I, Oscar? Oscar, I am 35 years old. How old are you, Oscar? Yeah, and by breaking your plan, your Christmas plan down like that, I just think just like little manageable chunks every week to get you prepared, because nobody wants to be stuck at Christmas, organising everything. So that's why I did it, and I do follow it every year. And it means that when Daddy Flamingo comes back home from London for Christmas, I'm not running around like a headless chicken. You'll probably find me, the more stress that you'll probably find me under is to do with the turkey. And yeah, I do have a story about the turkey, but I think I might let Daddy Flamingo tell you about that nearer Christmas. Yeah, I will. I'll leave that one for now. But that's probably the most stress that I get under, is the preparation of the turkey. But yes, I will. I'll speak to Daddy Flamingo and get him to tell you that story, because he tells it much more funnier because he witnessed it. He witnessed it, and I stressed about it. Let's say that. So is anybody all done for Christmas? I'd love to know. I would love to be done this early on for Christmas, but it's just not possible. I think, especially with Madeline now, she's only just had her birthday, so it's quite difficult for her, because it's like literally as soon as her birthday over, I can't just pounce on her and be like, what do you want for Christmas? So I've got to give her a chance to have a look at things. Plus she buys her own stuff as well. So, and sometimes she'll buy something and I'll be like, oh my God, I was going to buy that for Christmas. So yeah, I've got to wait. And then of course my mom's birthday is not until November. So I kind of pick things up for my mom, and then I'll split things up between our birthday and Christmas, and then add on things for our Christmas after that. Sorry, I'm trying my best not to cough. I've got this ridiculous like tickly cough, which is just hanging on the end of my cold. I was really miserable. I was really quite unwell yesterday morning. My chest was really bad, and really bad sinus headache. And I thought I was getting ill again, but I don't know if it was just the back end of it. But anyway, it's hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, going now. But if anybody else has had it, I feel so sorry for you, because it's not a nice cold, and it's not so much the seriousness of the cold, it's just how long it's been dragging on. So if any of you guys have had it or have currently got it, all I can say is take plenty of rest. I didn't get the chance to rest as much as I should have, to my own fault really, but I always feel like I have to keep going. And anyway, not to be moaning on, the cold is going, and I'm positive that I'm going to be well now. Freddie had his it's like a flu jab, but it's a nasal spray that they give to 2 and 3-year-olds. He had his the other day, which was no problem. I did actually get him to say sort of on the camera that there was no, didn't hurt or anything, in case there's any other boys or girls that were watching it who were going to be getting it done. I don't know whether it's available to children over the age of 3 up to 16 or what, but I just received a little note from the doctors and said that was to 2 and 3-year-olds, so I had to get that done. Excuse me. Something else I was just going to mention, which I haven't got on my list because it's not something that concerns me, but it might be worth looking at now. I was talking, not last week, but the week before, about picking foil trays up and things like that if you're going to be having buffets and what have you. It was something I was thinking about was glasses and crockery and things. We have, you'll not believe it, although you might. We have Christmas mugs, plates, bowls, gravy bowl, salt, pepper, everything, which we use at Christmas, and then they're not used throughout the rest of the year. If you are going to be maybe not using Christmas crockery and just using your standard crockery, we might have extra people coming for Christmas dinner or at dinner over Christmas. Just go through your plates and your bowls and things and just make sure you've got enough. It doesn't matter if they don't match. Nobody cares. Nobody's bothered. Nobody's going to be thinking, oh, well, she's got a white bowl and he's got a green bowl or anything like that. Just make sure that you're going to have enough bowls and plates for everybody. Especially if you are going to be doing this sort of sit-down Christmas meal. I would say if you can get away with it over Christmas, go for your buffets, something that's a little bit more laid back, a little bit less formal, and then you just go for your paper plates, polystyrene bowls and things like that, if that's what you want to do. And then also, in doing that, you might actually be able to declutter a few bits in your cupboard as well, make a little bit more space. And glasses as well. Excuse me. Everybody's going to be need new glasses. If everybody's going to be going out and buying them, you don't want to be left that haven't got what you want. So it's just about being prepared and thinking about little things. Has anybody else picked any tips up over the past few weeks, or something that you've thought, oh, I want to let Angela know? Any bargains that you've seen or anything like that? Just before I mention a few things that I've seen, I thought maybe I'll pass it over to you guys. Any bargains, guys? What he's been doing this week? How he's been buying nice things? Let me know. I haven't spent a lot of time at the shops this week. The times that I have been there, Sophie, I'm just going to mention about Boots. Boots are doing there's like sort of star gifts and things like that where things are half price, or you do the 3 for 2s. Yes, Superdrug as well. They've got some in Superdrug. Makeup Revolution. There's some really good half price stuff in there. Makeup Revolution. If you haven't, for those girls out there, if you haven't checked out Makeup Revolution, which is currently in Superdrug, I urge you to go and look at it. It's so reasonably priced, and I'm obsessed by it. Madeline's obsessed by it. Loads of my friends are. It's just so good. The eye palettes, they're just so good. I'm just obsessing about them, really. So I'm hoping that I get some Makeup Revolution items for Christmas. It's just so affordable, and the eyeshadows, the pigments in the eyeshadows are amazing, and they've even been doing some Halloween makeup as well, which is quite good. Boots normally do the star gifts where it's like 1 week it'll be like half price this, half price that. I have noticed that they're starting to get the gifts in now. The 3 for 2 in Boots is one of the best 3 for 2s you'll get, because they don't split it up as in like you buy 2 and then the cheapest one's free. It gets put on it in like price order. So if you've got so many items and the most expensive one's £10 and then your next one's £9, they would put them all in order. So you would pay like for the £10 one, the £9 one, and then get the £8 one free. Then the £7, the £6 one, the £5 one free, rather than saying, your 2 highest ones and then your lowest one at £1, for instance, would be your cheapest item, so you would get that one free. But they don't do it like that. It's hard for me. I'm not very good at expressing it, but you get the most value for money doing it that way. B&M Bargains have got some fantastic stuff in terms of that gift sets and things like that as well, the toiletry gift set, and a massive range of like joke Christmas presents, things like that. And remember what I was saying about buying a couple of Secret Santa gifts, £5 each roughly, sort. And then it means if you're doing a Secret Santa work, and if they say it's £10, which might become one, or £5, you've got that. If anybody wants a different idea for a Secret Santa to do, go online and Google price generator. And if you want it to be sort of under £10, say under £10 price generator, and it'll bring up a random price. So let's just say £4.93. Then you have to go out and buy your Secret Santa price to £4.93. So you have to just literally, yes, it's quite difficult. By the end of it, you're buying like a little 2-piece sweet and stuff to make it up. excuse me, just to give it like a little something different, you know, rather than being like, oh, £10 mark, you know, and that being it. Or maybe you might want to try like a themed Secret Santa. There's loads of ideas out there. You know, if you do want to do something different for your Secret Santa, you definitely, you know, Google it and have a look just to mix it up a little bit, you know, because sometimes, you know, you're doing the same thing every year. But yeah, I would say B&M bargains, home bargains, to get some great little joke gifts, and not just joke ones though. Really good gift sets for, you know, so you don't have to be spending. They've got like little sets with like 2 mugs in, and like for like his and hers with like hot chocolates and coffees and things like that. You know, it's just, and it doesn't have to cost you a lot of money. Christmas doesn't have to cost a lot of money, you know. And I'm sure if you ask anybody out there, you know, and you said, oh, would you rather have a gift from here, you know, like a really expensive shop, or a gift from B&M's? Nobody's bothered. Like, you know, it's not even, I don't even think people, it's more the thought of the gift. It really is. I know it probably seems like words, but I think, you know, me, I mean, I love to give presents. I love when you see people's face on Christmas Day or birthdays or any time when you give them a present and they look, you know, just that look on their face. When they open that gift. I love to give presents. And this is probably why I end up going a little bit overboard for people, because I just, that look, when obviously you finish shopping and then I see something amazing for somebody and I'm like, yes, I have to buy them. And to see that look on their face when they open it. And it doesn't always have to cost a lot of money. You know, I think me and Jason have both spent a lot of money on something and very little money on something. And, you know, sometimes it can be that present that didn't cost very much that actually ends up being, you know, the best present. But Jason is very guilty of buying me tearjerker presents. He manages it every year to make me cry on Christmas Day. Some of the gifts have been expensive gifts, some of them have been inexpensive gifts. So it doesn't have to cost a lot. And this is what I really want to stress with Christmas. I don't want you guys going out and, you know, spending loads and loads. You know, it's quality over quantity. And I think I did say round about the first week that we were doing this, that if you sat down with your kids and you say, right, what did you get, sorry, for Christmas last year? They'll probably struggle. It's not to say that kids are ungrateful. It's just they get so many presents that they might not always remember all of the things that they've got. So guys, don't stretch yourself too far at Christmas. Don't make the start of the year, January, February, March and beyond, a miserable time because you've overspent at Christmas. Remember, the most important thing at Christmas is spending time with the people that you love, be it family, friends, work colleagues, whoever it is. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter what Christmas you have, right? The Christmas you have is Christmas that you should have. Like, just because somebody does one thing, if that's not your Christmas, that doesn't make that the perfect Christmas. The perfect Christmas should be your personal Christmas. And for me, that is with my family, eating too much, drinking too much, laughing, and just having an absolute whale of a time and spending days on end in Christmas PJs. Sophie, you're just saying, where are you? I've just missed your message that you said. Who's Savers? We don't have Savers up here anymore. We used to have one in North Shields. I don't know if there's one in Newcastle, but Savers used to be fantastic. Not just for like nice sets for Christmas, but even like cleaning products and stuff like that. It used to be fantastic. And when Madeline was little, when I used to be out and about and need to get those food jars for her, the baby food jars, I used to always get them there because they were like the cheapest. So Savers was absolutely brilliant, but unfortunately we don't have one now. Oscar, winter coat. At the minute, I haven't got a new winter coat yet. I am going to be getting one, but hasn't the weather been mild so far? I couldn't understand. On Friday, my car said 3 degrees in the morning, and then yesterday was like 17 degrees in the same day, and it's just crazy. Hi, Jessica. Hello. So at the minute, I haven't got a new winter coat, but I do have a fur coat, which I've had for a few years. It's not real fur, obviously, but it is my favourite coat. And I'm going to keep that until it falls apart, really, because it's my favourite one. So I am looking forward to getting back into that one because it's lovely and just makes me feel all cosy and, you know, comfy in that for Christmas. But I will be getting new looks, great for coats. I know that. We've got Madeline's there. Primark, H&M, I mean, I want to go for the barber shop. I do like a good barber jacket. Haven't had a barber for a while. So me and Jason were talking about that the other day. Asda, ooh, Matalan. I never get Matalan very much because it's not near where I live and it's not in Newcastle Centre. It's like outside. So it's always like an extra trip to do. So I very rarely get to Matalan, unfortunately. But yeah, Tesco's, they're good for coats. You know, it's like, make sure you look, like, don't just think, oh, like, think outside the box as well. Like, sometimes I look at coats and think, oh no, like, I like really like that coat, but I can't justify spending that amount. Yeah, Sophie, exactly. When you see, the coats, then you see them somewhere else for cheaper, but they look like, you know, a more expensive one. So yeah, remember to check out these places, because at the end of the day, you might have winter coat this year, but you might change it again next year. So, you know, just to save a bit of money, you know, just the supermarkets are dead good in places like Matalan, H&M and that. You know, you might get something really nice for a little bit cheaper than you would if you went to some of your larger high street stores. I'm just quickly reading back through here. I don't know if Sophie, I love these live streams about Christmas, really help me. Oh, Sophie, thank you very much. Well, remember, they're all available to watch again on replay, so you'll not miss out on anything. And if you did just join me, because I'm not sure when you got online tonight, as soon as this finishes, once it sort of processes on YouTube, you can watch it again. Has everybody got their notebooks for Christmas, for all your little bits and pieces, for all your little presents that you see for people? Make sure you carry it around or get a note going in your phone. I like your living room. So, yeah, thank you, Jessica. We've decorated the living room for Halloween. We didn't do it for the past few years. I think this is the first time I've decorated since we lived in this house. And we've been here 3 years, I think. And I just thought it would be something fun. So all of those decorations are really old decorations, which we've had, we sort of built up. But the purple lights that are around the TV and the orange ones across the fireplace and the orange ones that I've got hanging in the hallway, they were 50 pence. 50 pence a pack. Basically, if you want to get Halloween stuff really, really cheap, you need to go to the shops on Halloween. I was just having a look, because I had the receipt in the bag of those lights from last year. 3:20 in the afternoon, I went through the tills and bought those, and I got those lights. The tombstones, they were in packs of 3 or 4, and they were 50 pence. So it's, you know, that's the time. If you really do want that bargain, you know, you can go, because they've literally got to get that stuff out, because, you know, on the 1st of November, that's it, boom. If you didn't think Christmas was happening yet, it definitely is happening once Halloween's over. That's it. You know, it's like full on, it's like full force. So if you want to pick up some Halloween stuff for next to nothing, I mean, 50 pence for packs of lights, you're never going to get better than that. Just get along those shops. Wilkinson's, B&M's, Home Bargains, all those sorts. Can you tell what shops I like to shop in? Get along there. I mean, I just happened to be in, and a girl who works there, who I see quite a lot, said, oh, by the way, they're reducing the Halloween stuff. It's going down dead cheap. And then I walked around the corner, and I mean, they were just reducing them. So that was like 3:20 in the afternoon. I went, I don't think I'll be going this year, because I think I would just be buying a bargain for the sake of buying a bargain, because I don't need any. So I'm not going to be going. But if I do, I don't even know if I'll end up in the shops, because we're going to be going out doing a little bit trick-or-treating before I go off to start doing the first night of the Addams Family. Hi, Katie. Hello. Sorry I didn't spot your message. Just a couple up there. I've just seen it now. Jessica, sadly, I would like to decorate, but I'm going on holiday. Oh, are you going anywhere nice? It's not a sad thing that you're going on holiday. I think I'd like to be going on holiday. If I had the choice between putting the Halloween decorations up or going on holiday, I think I would definitely choose going on holiday. So let me know where you're going. Sophie, I've put mine in my phone and put an emoji tick next to it if I've bought it. Excellent. See, Sophie's got the right idea. Get our list in our phone and keep it there. I suppose the thing is, if you've got Callum, yes, of course, you can come trick-or-treating with me, because I'll be going dressed as what I'm dressing as for the show. I'll be going as Marilyn Monroe, because that's who I am in the show. So we're talking about it. Jason's going to be getting dressed up as well. I'll not tell you what he's going to be. You already know what I'm going to be, because you've seen me dressed as it a few times already. So I thought, if I do go out dressed ready for the show, it means that I can stay a little bit longer. But Callum, yes, obviously you're more than welcome to come and join me. That would be great. That would be great. Oh, Jessica, you're going to Club Mac. Oh my God, I love Club Mac. Oh yes. When do you go? Is it really? Are you there for Halloween? Because they're going to do loads of Halloween things. I was saying. Oh, I love Club Mac. If you haven't checked out our holiday of Alcudia this year, we went to Club Mac for 17. Was it 17 days? Yeah, 17 days, and it was absolutely amazing. Yeah, Callum, if you want to come trick or treat, no problem, and then we'll go down the playhouse together. I'll be absolutely fine. I think that would look great. Pugsley as well. That would be fantastic. Yeah, I haven't really got much else to talk about tonight. It is quite a short list of things to do this week. I'll just show you my little book that I've got here, my little file. I might have showed you it before. It says "Make It Happen" on the front. And I got this just in Wilkinson's. I think it was I'm sure it was £1. I did still have the price in at one point. And it's got a weekly planner in there. And then it's got, what's the next one? It's got like each day that you go through. I don't think you can see it very well in this light. I'll just turn it on because that's not it. Then you've got a little to-do list. You've got meal planners. You've got a full budget. Some little lists, some sections just for doing lists. So I use this to plan things that we're going to be doing on YouTube, any schedules that I'm going to be looking at changing. Obviously we did change and we now do a weekend blog that goes out on the Monday, but you're in for a treat this week. It's actually 3 days worth. And then I've just got my split up of my Christmas bits to do each week. And that's it. So just like that. It's in a little ring binder, and then obviously for next year, then I can just replace it. Let's have a look then. Marks and Spencer's have bought the Christmas food out order. Yeah, I went through Marks and Spencer's when I was going to the bus station, and I did notice they had some adverts up for that. Marks and Spencer's Christmas food looks amazing. We did, I can't remember if it might have been Marks and Spencer's a few years back. Me and my friends did a dinner party for New Year's Eve. But what we did was someone brought the appetizers and the starters and the mains and the desserts and the drinks and the bits and pieces. We did like that, and we took the little starters, and I'm sure they were from Marks's, and they were really, really tasty. I've never used Morrison's. I don't really get food order, to be fair. But I'm sure I've seen it in the magazines, and it looks absolutely amazing. Jessica, this Tuesday, last year they were there for Halloween. Is Club Mac good on Halloween? I bet it's amazing. I bet it's absolutely amazing. Oh, you'll have such a good time being at Club Mac. Apparently the weather's improved a little bit as well. I think they've got rid of all that wet weather that they had. Callum, what is your favourite part of your Christmas dinner? Probably my pigs in blankets. My stuffing. Yeah, pigs in blankets and stuffing. Do you know what I like doing? You know, like later on, I love my Christmas dinner, but yeah, I would say that's probably my favourite. It's pigs in blankets, stuffing, and roasties. Because I like going back later and making a sandwich with those things like later on at night. What about you, Callum? What's your favourite bit? I just like the whole thing though, and just having pigs in blankets, man. Oh, who's brought out pigs in blankets crisps? I can't remember if I've put the photo on yet. I've seen them. I think it might be Tesco's. Sophie, you like your sprouts? You put them in your Yorkshire pudding. Yes, pigs in blankets, man. Yorkshire puddings and pudding gravy on them. Yeah, pigs in blankets. That's the way, isn't it? Definitely. Ooh. Jessica, yeah, it's amazing. Oh, Jessica, you'll have a fab time at Club Mac. You really, really will. Oh, I love it. Yes! Callum, where they're doing the foot-long pigs in blankets. And would you bring us one to rehearsal? That'd be so cool. Oh, man. I'm getting quite excited about Christmas. I'm not really doing very well at clearing out my freezer. I have cleared things up, but then I bought more things. Not Christmas related. Yeah. Aldi. Oh, Aldi were doing... I don't drink gin. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, no. No, I'm not. It's gone. Aldi, for any of you gin lovers out there, I don't drink gin. But I was going to get a bottle to have in for when people come round over Christmas. They're going to be doing a gingerbread gin. It actually got released on, I think it was the 1st of October. It was supposed to be released. And I thought that would be quite nice. I was interested to try it. Like I say, I'm not a gin drinker myself, but if you've got people coming around, it might be something different to have. A little bit of a oh, everybody have a little try of this. This is my festive tipple that I've got for years. Just have something different in to drink, because I think it's always nice when people come round to be able to taste something a little bit different that they might not have had before. So I know that we're bringing that, but I think gin's made a massive comeback. But like I say, I don't drink a lot of gin myself. I don't drink gin at all, really. But that was one thing that I saw. But there's so many places now. Everywhere. Every Christmas is everywhere, isn't it? And I think the shops must just be waiting now to get Halloween out the way, just so they can get all the Christmas stuff up on the shelves. Because it's just, you do notice there's a massive, massive difference that Halloween stuff comes down, and then boom, Christmas full force. Guys, I think I'm going to end the live now. It's only 7:45, so obviously X Factor I'll be on at 8 o'clock. I don't like to run in X Factor, of course, but I'm starting to get a bit of a tickle in my throat. I don't want to be sitting here having a massive, massive coughing fit with you. So